There we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
What's happening?
Oh my God!
Man.
How
I
long
heard
you
you
been
been
planning to pull that
imitating me.
out? That's beautiful.
Huh?
That's a beautiful beard you got there.
Well, I was wanting to pop onto your screen with it. I was wanting to pop on your screen. What's happening, bro?
What's up, man? How's your day treating you?
Man, had a hard day. Worked my ass off. I do every day.
Work's a rough one.
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of, man. I got to get this hoodie off. 1 second.
And yeah, Dumb Smoke, this just started.
Yeah, I was wanting to pop into your screen with your people there with the beard, you know.
I like it. I like it.
I thought it was funny myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're a little more creative than I am like that. I'm not so creative in that sense.
Well, my wife says I'm a little too creative. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So what do you think about this, the Hunter Biden thing?
All right. So when did that story drop officially?
Just it ain't been that long.
Right, it ain't been that long, but the timing of it's significant if we're going to drop into this, right? So I think would you agree that the timing of a story is relevant, like when it drops, like what's going on around that?
Well, they sent a man that had a warrant to confiscate the stuff, do whatever they call the mapping. Is it mapping they call it?
Are you talking about the Giuliani raid that just happened?
Yeah.
So my thing is, let's go back to what started this whole thing, right? Because it's about Hunter Biden and the laptop, right? In the end, all this.
Right. That's what I want to know. Why didn't they take it? Okay, let me look. I'm gonna lay my part out first, then if you don't mind, for everybody to know what I'm coming from.
Go ahead.
They come in Giuliani's, and I think it's called mapping, where they don't really take it; they copy everything. And Giuliani tried to give them the laptop. With they said, "What's on it?" Hunter Biden. Ho, no, man! It's stuff that the American people should know.
Okay.
And he should be prosecuted for what he's did.
And what
just because his daddy's president, they don't give him no free.
What did he do? What's the crime he committed?
Oh man, they got all kind of stuff. I can't see. Now you asked me, I should have looked it up, but I can't remember. I mean, there were several things, man. The drugs, the deals in Ukraine, it was all kind of shit, man.
But
Ukraine was the main one.
Here's the problem, Robert. This is a recurring theme I have when I talk to conservatives. They're big on belief in what they're saying, but they don't necessarily have the knowledge within them to actually back up, right? So the problem is, I don't doubt your sincerity, but so that's why I asked when this dropped, right? Because when we look at a story, right, it's important. If we're gonna look at I'm not even saying you're wrong yet necessarily, by the way, but when we're looking at the Hunter Biden story, it's important to look at the whole thing, right? We have to address the credibility, not just the story itself, but we have to look at where it came from, when did it drop, what was going on, right? So
Giuliani come out and had a deal and said it, but I skip all the political bullshit. Just skip all the bullshit. I don't get. Why did they not take it? They were supposed to get his shit. Why didn't they grab it? Because you know why they didn't grab it.
Here's the thing, Robert. They already had it, and here's why. So that's why I asked you when this story dropped, because it's important to understand the background here, right? So the problem is, this Rudy Giuliani story didn't just start a few weeks ago. This goes back to 2019. This story first broke in December of 2019 from the New York Post, which is a pretty low-quality right-wing source. The New York Post broke the story in 2019, right?
Right.
And here's the thing. Who had the laptop already at that point in time? The FBI. Yeah. The FBI already had it. The Justice Department's already been looking into Hunter Biden since 2018 to some capacity. A Justice Department led by Donald Trump's people, right? So the question you have to ask,
why didn't they bring it out?
That's because there's nothing.
If it would have been Trump, if they'd had evidence on Trump, they would have took it.
Exactly. So, Robert, why did this story really break, the bombshell? Why did it break 2 weeks before the election, when they already had it in possession for over a year. Trump's own administration.
They just now how did they just did this just recently though. It wasn't during they just
Because
got
this isn't
Giuliani.
about exactly because this isn't about Hunter Biden. It's about Giuliani, but he's just lying about
Right.
that shit. That's the point.
But
Giuliani
that's what they
Robert.
That's what they fucking saying though. I mean, they could tell you
Robert,
anything on that TV, and they could say anything they want to say, and we don't know any different, man. But why didn't they take? Nobody has answered me why they didn't take that damn computer or map it like they were supposed to.
Robert, I just answered you.
No, man,
they already had the
content. The FBI got it. They should have come out with it.
There's nothing
should
there.
They not
have the contents? Robert, they already
Where
have the
is
contents.
It? Why ain't they done anything?
Because there's nothing to act on. So, Robert, imagine like someone opens.
There's nothing in Ukraine.
Robert, do you want that? Here's all they have. There's literally just one email. There's literally just one email where a Ukrainian dude thanks Hunter Biden. That's all. Literally, that's all there is.
No, you're wrong. There was more to it than that. There was way more to it than that.
The problem, Robert, you have to have the receipts. And here's where I will say, you wanted to do the Hunter Biden conversation, but you didn't bring the receipts, right?
You're right. You kicked off in my ass right then. You're right. You're right.
So
it won't fucking happen again.
So here's what we're gonna do. I respect that. So here's what we're gonna do. We'll put this one on pause. Let's check in with what
let me
saying. So how about this?
Let me do some further investigation.
Yeah, we're gonna put this one on pause. We're gonna. How about this? We both take 30 seconds to see what our comments are kind of saying, and then we think about the next topic. Yeah,
I got a good one for you.
Oh,
go ahead and answer your. It's just like the Arizona recount they're doing. Okay, now check this out. You know, the auditors are private contractors.
Mm-hmm.
CBS come out and said it don't matter. Whatever the results are, it's not going to change the election. They already know it's coming. It's coming. The voter fraud, they have not released it. It is still coming. And you watch and see, I'll kiss your ass without a rag on it if they don't find something and they don't, they'll come out of not using it.
Robert, there's a lot of people listening, Robert. Do not say.
Well, I won't actually kiss his ass. I'm just saying.
Robert, here's the
problem. Said kick his ass. No, I'm playing about.
Robert, I have a question for you. You mind if I ask you 2 questions? Just humor me. Let me take you through. You love this country, right?
Right. Oh God, yeah. 100%. We'll die for this country.
Yeah, you're a true patriot, right?
Right. So but I'm not. Go ahead.
So here's the thing. Let me take you through a series of questions. You can get me back on the back end. Just kind of humor me here. So here's the thing. When I consider myself a true patriot too, right? So when I consider what makes a true patriot, right? I think of someone who has a healthy love of their nation, right? A true love of their nation. And think of like your children, for example. If you truly love your children, do you like hide away from the bad things, or do you have honest, tough conversations with them sometimes about like where you need to go to improve?
Man, I'm tough on them.
Right?
I'm on that ass. Yeah, right. Oh, for sure.
And so here's the thing. With that in mind, let's think about what makes a patriot and what really makes the United States of America. I would argue it's our Constitution, our checks and balances, right? The 3 different branches of the government, our votes, right? The electoral process, the republic, right? Would you agree with that? Is that fair so far?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. At the heart of any great republic, right? Any great democratic nation is that right to vote, because that's what represents the will of the people, right?
So hold on 1 second. If y'all got a question y'all want me to ask, y'all, pop it up there. I'll ask them. All right, go ahead, man.
Cool. Yeah, 100%. That's fair. So we agree, though. That's all fair, right? At the heart of this whole thing that we're all trying to do together, right, as Americans, right, is the right to vote, right? Our elections. Because if you don't have elections, because here's what elections do, right? Elections facilitate, or they allow the peaceful transition of power to occur. Because what happens is you have 2 groups often, or different groups who have a disagreement, right? And they have to have an election. And in that disagreement, instead of fighting, they share, right? They share in the decision, and one of them accepts the loss, and they allow the other one to take power, and they kind of keep doing that through elections, right? If one's not really addressing it, well, then they lose an election, right? So with that in mind, we're good there, right? Everything's fair so far?
Fair so far. But I ain't gonna be here in a minute. I can already tell. But go ahead.
So what is the electoral? So what is it? So part of that is this election, then, right? And so here's the thing: that process is us voting, right, in the beginning of November as a people, right? That's the federal system, which represents the state and the federal government, right? And who's really kind of overlooking elections? All of them play a part, but that's really done at the local level and then the state level, right? With some federal oversight, 100%, right?
Gotcha.
So you have all of that at play here, right? Then you've got
Right.
the three branches of government, right? And they all play a role here too, right? There's your legislative branch, which is going to have to confirm the election, and they have investigative bodies, right, in both the House and the Senate, right? There is your executive branch, which has to overlook the election, which can also follow up on claims of fraud and things like that. And remember, the executive branch at this time was ran by Donald Trump with people he put into place, right? And that's the DOJ, Department of Justice, right, with William Barr, right, Department of Defense, right, CISA with Christopher Krebs, right? So those are Trump's people, and they overlook the election, right? And then you also have our courts, which you can follow up with legally if there's any kind of legal issues, right? And that is your state courts, right? Your federal courts, and your Supreme Court, which often had judges who Trump himself had put into place, right?
But just kind of the whole system right now, just to kind of cut you off on that, I didn't mean the whole system, the courts, the senators and the Congress, man, they're deep in their pockets, man. Look, if you got enough information on somebody or know somebody high up and got something on them, man, you can get all kind of shit done and said. I mean, it comes down to term limit. They're staying in there too long. They're lazy. They're getting lazy. They're getting filthy ass rich on us, middle class. And it's broken. I don't care what our system is broken right now from this election. Right now, our system is broken.
Just this one.
Nobody trusts. Most people do not trust the federal government now. The Biden administration, they do not trust them. Period.
So
they have now.
I have a question for
you. They don't hate them.
No, hold on a second. So when did you lose your trust in the system?
I stick to somewhat. Man, God, dog. As soon as he comes in, he starts signing.
Who?
Don't even know what the hell he's signing.
When did you lose your faith in the courts and all these things? Because again, that's America. So that's America, mind you. So when did you lose your faith in America?
When they screwed Trump out of it, I had 100% trust and I'm 53 years old. The 4 years Trump was in there, I was proud to be an American more in them 4 years than I have my entire life. Because man, I don't care what anybody will ever say. Let me tell you, I don't give a shit what anybody will say. Trump loved America. Trump was a very good president. The Democrats stuck it in his ass the whole time he was in there, and he still got more shit done. And for somebody to say, "Oh, big fat piece of shit," let me tell you something. That man loved his country, and I'm telling you, you and your people will see sooner or later. All right, go ahead. Your turn.
So that's the thing, my dude. Notice that when we really started to penetrate deep into kind of what was going on with the election, all these things, what was your immediate reaction? Stop, deflect, and plant the flag, right? Facts don't care about your feelings, Robert. That's the problem with this. That's the problem with you guys. When we talk about the facts, you guys have an emotional reaction and you double down on your dude. And here's the problem.
Now look,
you love Donald Trump. You don't love America.
I don't love Donald Trump. I love my wife, my granddaughters, and my daughters.
You just signaled
to
me.
Look,
here's the thing, Robert.
I like Donald Trump.
Here's the thing, Robert.
He's a true American.
Robert, I like you, but here's the thing. We were just talking about America. We agreed on what America was, but when we started to discuss the tough aspects of that, right? Remember how we have to have tough conversations about children, for example? When we were starting to have that tough conversation, you ran away and declared your love of Donald Trump as the best president you've ever had.
No, I did not. No, I did not. No, I didn't. No. I'm not listening to it. Bullshit. No, I did not. No. You asked me back when did you just asked me what about America and what I felt about it. And I'm telling you, I don't give a shit if it was, hell, I voted for Bill Clinton. I don't give a shit who it was, Republican, Democrat. I don't care who it was. What Trump did, man, I'll get a list next time. I'll bring a list of what he did. And he did a lot. He just loved the country. I don't love Trump. I'm upset that he got shifted out of it. The Democrats buried it. Then y'all got some of y'all liberals that are feeding right into the bullshit. And you're feeding into it, brother. Hey, and I like you, but you're eating that bullshit. I'm just telling you, man. I think you're eating it. I'm just telling you.
Eating it. Of course you think I'm eating it. That you wouldn't be you if you didn't think I was eating it. But here's the thing, my dude. What facts have you brought to the table beyond your proclamations of love and belief in Donald Trump?
Man, he was bringing, like I've told everybody, the China.
What
China. Go ahead. I got off the whole subject. Sorry,
it's all good.
But I'm just saying,
right? So here's the problem.
I don't get riled up.
Well, you're good. But here's the you should be riled up. Actually, here's the thing, Robert. I agree with you. You should be riled up. Why?
Right.
Because you think the election was stolen from you, right?
Yeah. And it was stolen.
No, actually, no. Put the beard on. You might need it. It might give you some of my power. So put it on.
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Exactly. Y'all don't want that smoke. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
If that election was stolen from you, why are you talking to me? Why aren't you out there fighting against the tyranny?
Like I've always said, dude, violence. I've had people come on my videos. Oh, man, we need to do this. We need to go. Man, look, look, you can get more done.
No.
Killing and fight. No, I'm saying you get more done without all that bullshit, without fighting and trying to do stupid shit like Antifa did and whoever stormed the damn. Look.
Whoever.
It's a political thing, man. There is more of us, 377 million people in America, whatever, close enough. We need to they need to be working for us. Ain't none of them. And hey, I like Trump, but and this is where I was getting at. You asked the question. Trump went to work for us. He wasn't running around there or saying certain things and covering it. Man, he was plain. He was blunt. He was like me and you talking. Yeah. He was like me and you sitting here talking. He wasn't a politician. Y'all like politicians. We don't. That's what it boils down to.
Well, there's a hint of truth there. You guys like people who bullshit. We don't. So here's the thing. I have a question. Would you agree that Donald Trump's a narcissist?
Oh, severe. So I'm a little bit of a narcissist.
So you just contradict yourself because a severe narcissist can't love anything else but themselves. So Donald Trump cannot both be. So we have a problem. Donald Trump cannot.
Yeah, you're right, but severe. I'm not a psychiatrist, and neither are you. So we don't know if he's actually a narcissist. I'm just saying some of the stuff he does. I'm a narcissist, somewhat. My wife says, but a mild narcissist.
I agree, and here's
why. But we're not.
Oh, beautiful.
Go ahead.
Robert, I appreciate you for saying that, and I appreciate the honesty because we have to dive into this, all right? Because you don't deny it. You actually agree. Trump's a severe narcissist. You agree that you're partially narcissistic. What can fascism partially be defined as? Collective narcissism. That's why you guys all love each other. You guys all run together.
I don't love nobody, and I don't run with anybody. Hell, I hang out with two. I hang out with two libtards on TikTok. Yeah, I don't run with anybody. I ain't got no posse. I don't need one.
But who you talking about today? Who do you keep running back to every time you get flustered? Trump.
But everything we're talking about, from a Giuliani thing, anything, it all comes back to Trump, the election, the Democratic Party. Man, everything that's happened is in perfect order, man. Boom, boom. They had 4 years to prepare for it.
Yeah, an election cycle. That's what's called an election cycle.
And they did
had 4 years to prepare for it every fucking cycle, Robert.
They had to fucking cheat. You know my fucking video I did with the slot machine, did you see it where I did like we voted. People voted on my deal. It was like 60,000 votes for Trump, 52 for Biden. Did you see the video?
Yeah.
They took it off. Community guidelines. That's some more bullshit.
Robert,
yeah, they took it down.
Robert, my videos get taken down for nothing. Everyone's videos get taken down. You're not special.
I mean, what the hell did it do, though?
It pissed some people off.
They took 4 of my videos down in a week.
Do you know what it did? It pissed some people off, and they mass reported it because people are pansies, and they mass report both on the left and right. That's a big problem.
That was another thing I was going to ask you about too. God dang it! That is.
Also, let me pause you. Do not go mass report his ass. By the way, I don't do that shit here. If you're about that, that's fine. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but within the confines of my page and who I'm talking to, we don't do that. All right. So don't go mass report motherfuckers.
Man, I don't report. I don't give a shit if you go on there and call me every name in the book. I'm not reporting shit because I like it. It don't bother me. It's words. That's all it is. But mass reporting somebody and getting their shit took off is some whiny bullshit.
I agree.
Straight up whiny ass. Because, and I get, man, people comment shit on me sometimes. It's pretty rough. But I don't give a shit. That's words, man. I don't care. I don't care. You know, it's and it used to be when I first started doing it, there was more liberals. I was calling them trolls and shit, you know, getting them worked up. But either way, you know what, I'm not really mean. But from then to now is a difference. It's getting better. People are, but then you got, every now and then you'll get that one of them coming there, wish you were dead. Won't you blow your, saying stupid shit. And man, it's stupid, man. It's stupid. But hey, Trump 2020. No, I'm playing. Like, now then you'll get that one of them coming there, wish you were dead. Won't you blow your, saying stupid shit. And man, it's stupid, man. It's stupid. But hey, Trump 2020. No, I'm playing. Like, go ahead. Now go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Well, that kind of hits at it. See, what did we just end with? Trump 2020. Robert, you make.
Yeah, I just did that being a smart ass. But you never told me the Hunter Biden case.
Let me
why didn't they take it?
Robert, let me pause you real quick. Yeah, Beck, go ahead, because I know we probably disagree a little bit on what's going on here. So go ahead, Beck. I see what you've been saying, and yeah, I'm hearing you, Beck. Go for it. Just let me pause this real quick.
Go ahead.
So I got a pretty good.
Can you hear me?
I got a pretty good little debate going on in my comments, and some of it's people disagree with me, but it's some fair criticism. So I want to hear it out, even if I disagree.
Making liberals cry. We have no voice. Facts, status.
My political views, Beck, is I am an issuist. I take things on a case-by-case basis. I consider the conditions of that issue. My political views, Beck, is I am an issuist. I take things on a case-by-case basis. I consider the conditions of that issue, and I consider how that's going to impact the ripple effects of things, all right? I lean left, though, for sure.
Way left. Yeah, I like Trump and Dasani. Trump and Obama.
I don't know what Beck is. All right, so let's continue. I'll be paying attention to the questions, though, okay? We got to get back to the election, Robert, because this is a hard line for me, dude. The problem is, if you think the election was stolen, that's an already forceful, violent act in and of itself, all right? Because that means someone's done something outside of the channels of the republic and the democracy, which is an inherently.
And they've been doing it for 100 years, though. They've done it for 100 years, man.
No, they haven't.
It's got to stop, period.
No,
they got to quit controlling everything we do.
Robert, that's bullshit. All right, I'm going to call you out on this one now, all right?
No, it ain't. They want to control everything we do.
Robert, you can't love this country, but then talk shit about the very things that makes the country
bullshit.
Great.
I love my country enough that when the bullshit is flying through the air, I call it bullshit.
Why are you attacking our country, Robert?
I'm not talking nothing to do with my American people.
The heart of our country are our elections. Why are you attacking those?
Politicians.
Who are you attacking?
It's killing our country, man. It's crooked as hell. Yeah, watch and see when the ballots come out of Arizona, the recount. Watch what happens. They're already prepared for it.
Robert, it's always a what you see. That's the beauty of your mindset. If you don't accept, Robert, you admit it. You've come with no facts. You keep saying what you see. You don't have to have facts if you live in a what you see mentality, because you just keep what you see in. What you see.
It is a fact.
Wait.
CBS said it. They've not released it yet. And I'm telling you, they're already preparing for the bullshit.
Robert.
Already. Watch and see. We're going to do it again when the results come out.
Robert, at what point will you, when's it going to be enough for you? If this one comes out and they say nothing, then what?
Look here. Me and Mike, and I'll do the same thing with you. By the end of this year, you listening to me? Are you there? Okay, I thought you froze for a minute. No, you were just
big old Dumbo ears.
January 1st, 2022.
Someone record this shit.
Hey, you got it on live. You got it recorded. You got it
recording this shit.
Yeah, hey, they need to record it. January 1st, 2022. I will go live with you and Knucklehead Mike, the other libtard. And if it's still no changes in Trump and Biden, nothing's ever come out. It's gone. They just never come up with anything.
Let's put some money on it too. How about this? Let's put some money on it too on that date.
Make it easy on you, son. Make it sell easy on you.
Any amount you want, baby boy. Any amount you want.
Put them 500 bonds on it.
I'll put $500.
500 bonds? Huh?
500. So I got.
That's what I just said.
I got 108 people in here viewing this shit. You all heard me. $500. Mute the media. Down.
In. Hey. All right, we got it going on.
If you want this action, some of my followers want in. Go follow Robert. Hit him up in the DMs. Be nice to him though. Don't be rude. If you want some of that action.
I don't care if they want to be rude. That don't bother me.
Hey, Mike wants 500 on it too.
Well. Who, Mike? Who?
He's resist.
I know who you're talking.
That's easy money for you, buddy. That's 1K.
Hey, Mike, is he there with you? Is he on yours?
Of course he's on mine.
You little bitch. Why won't you come over here on mine? Oh, he's being a bitch tonight, ain't he?
I do want to point something out. I'm going to tell you straight up. Once I take your money, I'm not going to actually take it from you because I'm a nice guy. And I know right now I'm stealing money from a child. All right? So the bet's still there.
You got life fucked up. You got life fucked up saying that. Look. Hold up a goddamn minute. Hold up. I can't believe I lost it. God dang it. Man, I had your fucking tooth right here. I had a tooth for you. Look. And I'm not a child, dude. Look. I enjoy my life. I love America. I love people. I love talking to people. I like interacting with people. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate Biden. I feel sorry for Biden. But back to the deal, the duet. January 1st, we got 5 bills on it. So the skin knuckles, whatever you want to call him.
I'm just going to say, honestly, you might want to save that money.
I'm going to take your fucking money because.
You might want to save that money for Trump, honestly, because here's the thing. If he can't.
I ain't never gave that man a dollar.
This shit, I don't know. I feel bad. I know how
by the end of the year, January 1st, I'll go live. I will admit that I was wrong. But you got to, too, if it's the other way around. Yeah. It's going to be.
Bro, all of us
you got to admit you were wrong. And you can't bring it up again.
On January 1st, if I'm wrong, I will pay up my 500. I'll do my video saying that I'm a dumb shit.
And you cannot bring it up again.
Yeah.
Huh? And I'm not talking, you can't talk about Biden. You can't talk about Trump. You just can't talk. You know what I'm talking about. You got that? You better have my money.
Rough life, my dude. I'm sorry.
Oh, y'all heard it. Everybody heard that shit.
Oh, the bet.
Hold on, let me
just clarify. So the bet is this. As you guys know, Trumpers love to keep pushing back the date on when they're going to accept reality, right? So my good man Robert here has set the flag down. He set the date. We got a $500 bet on January 1st, 2000 and whatever the next year is. I don't know, bro. 22? Yeah.
22.
We got a bet that in what, 8 months, 7 months, that he will admit that he was wrong, or I will, obviously, if something comes out with
No,
his
you
Arizona
will.
audit.
You will admit it.
And
Because Trump, man,
$500 in the line. So
Trump, I never sent that man $1. And most people I know ain't sent him. It's not.
he raised
It's not like
million,
that.
he raised 200 million plus after the election with his lie. Do you know that?
Whatever it takes. Hey, we don't even want to talk what Biden and them done did. But look, it's on. Tell Mike he's there with you, Squeezy. I got him covered too. January 1st, I'm gonna see some liberal tears. I'm just telling you. By January 1st. All right. All right. As far as what we started to talk about, the thing with Biden's boy.
There's nothing.
I'm gonna dig into that a little. I'm gonna dig into that a little bit deeper.
Yeah, that's what you should have done to begin with. You wanted to talk about something.
Well, I kind of jumped the gun.
Robert, you wanted.
I was trying to get out here in a hurry, and I didn't have really ample time to prepare. I didn't get off work till 7, so I can't. I won't be next time.
Story's been around since 2019, Robert. Story's been around for a while.
Well, I know that, but I'm just saying. There's something else I need to find out.
There's a lot of things, but what?
What's your? Hey, I got a question for you.
Yo.
What's your whole thing on BLM?
Super pro Black Lives Matter.
Really?
100%.
You don't think all lives matter?
How could? Well, here's the thing. What are you implying when you say all lives matter in response
all
to
lives? Black, white, red, green. Not just that'd be like me running around saying only white lives matter. That's bullshit. I wouldn't even think about that coming out of my mouth. That's the most prejudiced thing I could say. White lives matter.
So I have a question for you. I got a question for you.
Shoot it.
The system should treat everyone the same, right? Equally?
Yes.
All lives should be equally valued.
Agreed. Yeah. Yeah, that's 100% agreed.
So if you have a system that doesn't value all lives the same, is it wrong to highlight that Black lives need to matter?
You talking about with the cops and all that?
I'm talking about the fact that everything across multiple things. Like if your life is not valued,
I don't know what you're saying here. You gotta.
If your life was not valued as much in this country because of something beyond your control, imagine
whose life is not valued. Whose life is not valued?
Robert, so if cops shoot,
just said whose lives are not valued.
Robert,
tell me.
I'm about to answer your question. This is one example. If cops shoot Black men 2.5 times more than white men, that's the system not valuing Black men. Thus, Black lives need to matter. Thus, Black lives matter.
All lives matter.
Not until Black lives matter.
Bullshit. All lives matter. It don't Robert, make what color you are, man. Color don't mean shit to me. Color don't mean shit to me.
That's bullshit, Robert, because all lives don't matter in this country.
Yeah, they do. Yes, they do.
No, they don't. I just gave you an example of how they don't, based upon race.
All lives matter. Period. All lives matter.
Do you say that
99% of the time when it comes to the cops?
Robert, shut the fuck up for a second. You're really wrong.
No, fuck you. You just talk.
You're going to piss me off.
I don't give a shit.
Here's the thing, my dude. Listen up. When something's going wrong in a country, for example, let's say there's a big old, how about this? There's a big old fucking storm down in Texas killing people. And someone says, like, keep Texas in your thoughts. Do you say all states matter?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
everybody matters.
That's bullshit.
Everything matters. America matters. The whole, everybody's equal.
Robert, here's where I draw the line. I don't fuck with intellectual dishonesty. And you know for a goddamn fact you would not respond with all fucking states matter. So if you fucking repeat that bullshit, we are done.
Where do you, ho.
I don't do
What'd you just say? Hold up, back up. What was it? Say it again.
If something's happening, if there's a big, let's say there's a hurricane going on, it's impacting Texas. All right?
Okay.
And someone's saying, pray for Texas, would you respond with all states?
Oh, hell no. No. No.
All right.
Hey,
why do you feel?
I was wondering why you were going on. I misunderstood you.
Let me connect the thought here for you.
But that's a state. That ain't a living person. So go ahead.
Yeah, even more fucking important. Exactly. So when we're pointing out that living fucking people aren't treated equally by saying Black Lives Matter, you don't fucking respond by saying all lives matter. You say, fuck, you're right. Let's hear you out. What's going on here? Let's fucking fix this.
It's all lives matter. I will go till the day I die. It's Black lives matter, white lives matter, Chinese lives matter, Mexican lives matter. All lives matter.
All lives do matter. All lives need to matter. You're right.
But ain't nobody better than somebody else. Period. I hate anybody that thinks they're above better. That you might be doing better, but you ain't no better than anybody. Everybody, when it's all said and done, we turn to the same dirt. Period. That's it. There's nobody. It's not white and black. That's the problem. Everybody needs to quit saying white, black. Man, it's Americans, man. We're Americans.
Do you know what the term black even stems from? Do you know why we even use the word black? It's an American thing. It's from our own specific version of slavery. That's why we utilize this language, Robert, because America is inherently wicked as it relates to slavery. That's how capitalism got going, buddy. Do you know that? All this fucking free
slavery. They call us white. We're white. And hey, he's white. There ain't no difference. Hey, he's black. What does that fucking mean? That ain't shit. That's your color. He's Robert, black, I'm white.
But Robert,
he's red.
So here's the thing. We have to think about this not from an individual perspective. When we're talking about systemic racism, right? We're talking about this at a population level, everybody. So the problem conservatives often have is when they're talking about things, they only think about it anecdotally, just from one perspective. But the conversation I'm having, all perspectives are involved. You're just one data point. I'm just one data point. The person you pointed to is just one data point. There's 330 million data points you have to consider. You don't consider that. You just consider a few.
No. Well, all I'm saying is I'll never flip on that, period.
Robert, that's such a bad mentality. If you're saying you're never going to flip on anything, you're admitting that no matter what information.
No, I didn't say anything. I said that. I said that particular.
Robert, there's nothing that can be just 100% like that because we're humans. We don't know everything. So you're telling me that's a limiting mindset right there. That's you planting a flag and saying, I'll never change on this topic, no matter what you learn. That means you can't learn. You can never become educated because you've closed your mind. No. You just admitted it, Robert. You said you'll never change.
My mind is open, man, dude. That's bullshit.
The
liberal side, y'all are so stuck in what y'all doing. Y'all want to stick it off on us, point the finger at us. I told you I voted for Clinton. I can change, no problem. But when it comes to black lives, white lives, that's something I'll never flip on because it's all lives matter, dude. Period.
But Robert,
period. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It is all lives matter. And if it fucking pisses you off, I can't help it. That's the way I feel, bro.
So do you not believe in systemic racism?
No, the sign of racism is separating yourself from the other Americans. Black lives matter.
No, Robert, see,
black lives matter, but white don't. It's everybody matters, man. I don't know why y'all have a problem with that. I don't fucking understand that.
Robert, here's the problem. I don't think you don't understand what systemic racism is, huh? It's okay. If
just like here, somebody just said.
I'm not trying to be.
Somebody just said, "Blue lives don't matter." Why would they even say that?
They don't. I don't give a fuck about Smurfs. Do you?
Huh?
I don't care.
I'm just saying. It's the whole system's fucked up right now. The whole system's fucked up. Whole system. Robert, just because all the bullshit that's happening.
Robert, so exactly, the whole system's fucked up. So the idea of systemic racism is that the fucked up system disproportionately, meaning it hurts them more, it disproportionately impacts certain demographics. People of color, the LGBTQ community, the indigenous population, et cetera, right? So in this fucked up system, white people get fucked, right? But then these other demographics get fucked even more. That's systemic racism. And until we address that, until we're all equally fucked, not all lives matter.
All lives matter. It's in the
you
Bible,
almost
dude.
got it. I
And
saw
God,
it in your eyes.
all lives matter.
Robert.
All lives matter. Now, if you deserve to have that life, you out here murder somebody and
You
get the death
understood what I just
penalty.
said. I saw it. It was clicking in your head. I saw it. You understood what I was saying. You saw it. Pause. You saw it. I know you did. This is a moment for growth, my man. You don't have to agree with everything I'm saying, but you can admit that you understand what systemic racism is, and it's possible that in this bullshit country, other people who don't have white skin are impacted even a little bit more. Is that fair?
Okay, can I ask, hey, somebody, is it Black Lives Matter or is it Black Lives Matter too?
If it makes you feel better,
Well, I
start
want
with
to say
black.
that.
Here's the thing. If it makes you feel better,
Black
start
Lives
with Black
Matter
Lives
too.
Matter too.
Why didn't they put the 2 on the end of it?
Because they would hope that people are smart enough to understand they're not saying Black Lives Matter over everybody. They hope that you're smart enough. Maybe you weren't. So sorry. Come on, man.
No.
Do you think
No,
that
it ain't nothing to do with intelligence. It's common sense, brother.
Okay.
Like, if I was to run around saying white lives matter, I'd be racist.
Yes, because white lives already matter. It's like screaming something you don't need
All
to.
lives matter.
They should.
Well,
I agree.
So you just said Black lives don't matter. You just said it. You just
Robert,
said
you're
it.
Killing me. Robert, you're
Dude,
killing
you
me.
just said it. You just said white lives always matter. So you thought Black lives don't matter. That come out of your mouth.
Sure, I said.
Am I wrong?
I misspoke. Whatever. Sure. Okay. So here's the problem, Robert. Let's get back to that idea. I'm not letting you go. You can admit it that this fucked up system that fucks you and me, everybody listening, it does fuck some people more, does it not?
Man, you can't say I can agree on this.
Robert, you're so afraid of the facts you can't even admit that.
No, I can admit it. I mean, it treats some people different, but it's kind of, you've got poverty and it's where you grew up, how you were raised, and yeah, there's a little different, but
so let's just pause there.
You've got to grow up, and it all comes down to your parents, how they raise you. It's all about respect. I've been arrested 3 or 4 times. I've never had any problem. I've smoked in the back of a car, rolled the window because, man, I'm polite. I've been nice. If they told me to get on the ground, pull my pants down, I'm going to get on the ground, pull my pants down. You've got to do what they say. You start like the George Floyd thing.
That's where we're a little bit different. All right. So we have to address a few things there because I agree with like 10% what you just said, actually. All right.
All right.
But let me pause this here because I think we just hit something really important. All right. We can admit, regardless of taglines, right? Regardless of whatever propaganda or whatever we have in our heads, right? Regardless of what we've heard, we can all agree that within the United States of America, the system that sucks for all of us sucks for some of us more. And at minimum, we should try to make that better, right? Because if we make it better for them, we're probably making it better for all of us, right?
Somebody's up here. Look, let me just stop 1 second.
Yo, get that. Get that guy out of the.
Look, somebody. What is their highest level of education, Robert? Now they're going to. Somebody's checking my intellectual ability. But look here. I thought it was funny, man. I just had to tell you that.
No, you're good. No, you're good. I just saw a nasty comment that had to go.
You're right, Easy. You're right. But it all comes back, man. Look, to say Black Lives Matter, just like I can't get off of it, dude. You basically got to say that you knew they didn't matter to begin with. I've always said they mattered to me. Man, I'm a big corn-fed country boy. Color don't mean shit to me, man. I lived in Memphis 27 years.
I believe that, Robert. I believe that.
But to say Black Lives Matter now is saying you didn't think they did before. That's just you're basically being prejudiced in, saying that they didn't matter. But to even bring it up, you would have to think in the day that you were better than they were, and that's bullshit.
But you're missing something up there. You're misconstruing 2 things. We're not saying individuals are better. It's just a realization that the system has different outcomes for different people. It's not you or me. It's acknowledging that the system does this to people, right?
Well, not so much the system. People can, if they want to get out and hustle and work and go to school and go, sometimes, man, you got a
Robert, you
choice,
work
man.
your ass off every day, right?
You can either take the high road or the low road.
Robert, you're a hardworking guy, right?
Right, I work every day. Yeah, but
yeah, you're a hardworking dude. Do you think that the income level you have juxtaposed to some of these douchebag billionaires or millionaires is fair, given how hard you work in this country?
They're a little bit smarter than me.
Maybe, but do you think it's really fair? If you're like, is it really?
Yeah,
Is it really right?
I could care less. If you do better, and I've got friends that are in the bond business. I got a brother-in-law that's owns a bond company out of Houston, Texas. Look, I'm happy to see them be rich. They worked hard for it. That's the path they chose. Me, myself, I chose to work with these. And I could care less how much money somebody made. If they're trillionaires, hey, you worked hard for it, you deserve it. Period.
Here's the question, though. It goes back to those systemic things. Did they work hard for it, or were they able to utilize the system to get to that point?
You just don't know.
Because remember earlier, you're mad at all these politicians and the system.
I wasn't never mad. I've not been mad this whole time. I swear to God. I get loud.
Well, Robert, you were very passionate, and you weren't happy with the politicians and the system, right? The system's corrupt and all this jazz, right?
Yeah.
Well, who is the system, Robert? Those same billionaires and millionaires you just clapped for. So there's a problem. There's a disconnect in your belief right there.
There's a few of them. Man, this country has been run by the rich. I don't know what you want to call them.
Why are you clapping your hands for them? You just clap your hands for them.
I didn't say all of them. I'm talking to people I know. The people I know, not them. I don't know them personally. I don't know how they got the money. Robert? So how the fuck would I know? I'm talking about people I know.
Exactly. You're clapping for people you don't know.
I could care less.
You just clap for people you don't know. Read your comments. Read your comments.
No, I was just reading them.
You're good. No, don't worry. Here. It's gonna. Hey, I got all this on the live. It'll go up on my YouTube page. Don't worry.
All right, cool. But man, it's like I've said, and I'm gonna say it again. The system has been broken. Our system is broken right now.
I agree. Since 1950,
our trust in our government
broken forever, but especially since 1950.
Not damn near broken half. And by being half is you got your liberals and your Republicans there. This half here and this over here. You know what I'm saying? And that's the last thing I want to do is divide everybody, man. That's why I'm sitting here talking to you, man.
That's why I talk to you, Robert, because you piss me off sometimes, but I think you have a good heart.
But there's a few things. Man, I tell you what, I'm not a liberal, Democrat, Republican, whatever I am. I got my new name, dude. This is my political thing right here. I'm a free spirit. You know, I'm a free spirit, bro.
All right.
That's what I am.
Free spirits don't listen to any one person, right?
No.
So here's my challenge to you, Mr. Free Spirit, because I fuck with that. Because I consider myself
I've been listening to you.
Because I consider myself an issuist, right? A thinker. That's what I consider myself, right? So I think for myself. Right. I hear people out, but I let no person determine these thoughts, right?
Right.
I'm telling you, as a free spirit, you have to do the same thing, even with Trump. All right, fair enough?
Yeah.
All right.
Fair enough.
I think this is a good place to end it. We'll do this again for sure.
For sure. Look here. I was trying to find that tooth I had, and I can't I had it for an hour, and I finally got ready to use it to show it to you, and now it's gone.
Do it.
I can't find it. Hold on, give me a minute. I had it. Dude, I was wanting you to see it. It was a real tooth. I knocked it out of a guy's mouth about 15 years ago, and I've kept it ever since. I wore it on a chain when I was younger.
You had it? That's too funny.
Yeah.
So what he's talking about is I got in a stupid fight about a couple years ago now.
Oh yeah, tell the story.
the guy threw the first punch, and I'm not gonna tell the whole story now, but the guy threw the first punch.
We'll talk about that later.
I had my hands down like an idiot. The guy threw the first punch, and I actually lost the tooth out of it. So yeah, and Robert gives me shit about it. So
look, that's funny. But look here, brother. I enjoyed it, but look here. And believe it or not, I listened, and some things, but like the and I'm just gonna finish with this: the Biden laptop to Hunter Biden. Nobody's actually gave me a good answer that why they didn't take it. It's still.
I gave you one. They already had it.
I know what you said, but they should have still took it. They should have still copied it. Okay, hold up. Let me tell you, then I'll give you a closing statement.
Go ahead.
Give me my closing statement here, then I'll give you your minute. Look, you still didn't answer that. Nobody's answered it. Mike, I know you're listening, Mike. You threw some bullshit answer up too, brother. I didn't like your answer either. The Black Lives Matter thing. All lives matter, period. Okay. Far as the Trump thing, I'm not in a cult. I'm not a Trump. I don't consider myself in love with the man.
If you got to,
I consider myself in love. I love my country enough to know what's good for our country, and see what was happening. Okay. So far, and another thing, I've never been racist my entire life, ever. I could care less about a color. One more thing. Any kind of bias, somebody said something about it the other day, quoted something, commented about the LGBT, and man, I don't care. If you're gay, lesbian, transgender, whatever, I don't care. They don't bother me at all. That's your choice. And I'm going to hand it over to the bearded turd. Go ahead, bro.
All right. So two things. I want to address Robert. I want to address followers, and I'm going to kind of get my little closing here. All right. Robert, first of all, thank you for stepping up. I know we already had a thing going. I called out so many goddamn conservatives today, and no one stepped up to the table. All right. Granted, I was a bit of a dick to them, but they were kind of a dick to me. So fair is fair, right?
You
so
are
appreciate
dick.
You. I appreciate you stepping up. I am. I'm an asshole. So I appreciate you stepping up and being bold. I still 100%, not 100%, I 90% disagree with you. We're going to keep working on that. To that end, Black Lives Matter, all right? Because until Black Lives Matter in this country, all lives can't matter. I would love for all lives to matter, but until Black Lives Matter in this country, all lives can't matter. I think we found some agreement there, Robert. We'll keep working on that. I did address Hunter Biden, but I guess we'll dive into that again next time. And also, this is going to go up on YouTube. Check out my YouTube, Mute the Media. You can find me on Instagram at mute.the.media. You can find me on Facebook if you like a little more long form, things like that. I appreciate all you guys being here. We'll be doing this more often. Feel free to tag other creators in my comments and things like that if you want me to have dual lives with them. And again, I appreciate everyone being here, and we'll be doing this more and more going forward. All right? So
Time's up,
everybody.
Later,
nobody
brother.
Cancel people. Everybody can agree. Fuck cancel culture. I
don't cancel nobody. You don't like me, tell me you don't like me, and hey, I'm good with it. But I don't dislike any of y'all.
And the most important message to take away from this is Black Lives Matter. Have a good one, everybody.